What's up guys, it's Sebastian here from NobleFrugal Studio and welcome to the studio. Today is a very special day because we are going to be doing the long-awaited studio tour. So I've wanted to do this for a really long time. This is the first official studio tour of NobleFrugal Studio. So without further ado, let's go. I want to say thank you guys for 50,000 subscribers. A lot of the things that I'm going to go over in this studio tour have been sent to me because of you guys. So I want to say huge thank you guys for subscribing to the channel and showing your support. And I just cannot wait to show you guys around. So basically the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to take you from here all the way over here. So this is the main computer desk where I do all of my work. And I obviously, I really don't game. I just have the control there for aesthetics. And then the drawing desk. So I'm going to take you from here to here, going through each and every gear item, giving you a little explanation about it and why I have it, how I use it. If you're interested in any of these items, I have them all listed and updated on my Amazon store, which you can check out with the link in the description. But without further ado, let's get started. I was just thinking, what better way to start off the studio tour than opening up to Noble and Frugal. What's going on, guys? So I don't think I've ever formally introduced them. This is Noble and that's Frugal. Frugal's saying hello. Noble's also saying hello, but he does not have arms and he can't move them because he's an inanimate object. So these guys have been with me forever, ever since the start of the channel. Noble serves as the mascot and a production assistant. Frugal is a production assistant. You've seen him on Discord making announcements, stuff like that. And this right here is a kendama from when I used to study Japanese. So anyway, this shelf has all the rest of the friends on it. We have right here, this is Elliot. Next to him is Fred, and this is Ruffles. Ruffles still has the Japanese ambassador badge. And right here is our first piece of tech. So this is the Artist 12 Pro. This is the first product that was ever sent to me for review. It was sent to me from XP Pen. Appreciate that. I really like the Artist 12 Pro. My only con for it is that it's just a little small, and that's a personal thing, personal opinion. The thing I like about this so much, even over my current tablet, which is the 24 Pro, is that the surface is kind of like papery, makes drawing really, really nice. Underneath this is the tablet rack. So we have a few tablets here, not too many. First we have the Gaomon S620, which I did a review on in my How to Animate on Android video. Below that we have the BenQ 1200, which you guys have not seen. And below that we have the UG M708. This is my first ever drawing tablet. Next to that we have the Blue Yeti, which is my old studio mic. I'll tell you about the new one in a second. I'll probably do a comparison as well. And the Blue Snowball, which came before the Yeti. Then we also have a non-working, purely aesthetic Fujifilm camera. Coming over here, we have this bright studio light, which we'll get to after we go to the desk. Very exciting news about that one. And we have the studio desk. I spent so much time making this desk look the way it does. I hope you guys think it looks awesome. I think it looks pretty great. So I don't even know where to start right now. We'll start with, okay, we just gotta go in with the Artist 24 Pro. The Artist 24 Pro was sent to me from XP Pen about a year ago, and it has just been a complete pleasure since then. I've really had no real issues with it. The only issue that I've had, I think, has to do with my HDMI port on my computer. It might be a bit faulty, and that's a graphics card issue. It's too bad you can't get graphics cards for a reasonable price these days, but other than that, the Artist 24 Pro is just a delight to draw on, but I do prefer the surface of the 12 Pro to this one. Anything cool and unique about the 24 Pro doesn't come to mind, except for it has a ton of express keys, but that has been replaced. I use my TourBox for the express keys now. It's really nice. It's really well built. I have a review on it right here if you want to watch that. Hey guys, it's Sebastian. A couple days later, I am the editing version of me. Hello, I'm still real. I literally forgot to mention the main centerpiece of this entire desk, which is this white thing that sits underneath the Artist 24 Pro. This is the Rocelco 32-inch height adjustable standing desk converter. And personally, I think that this is the best tablet stand for really, really large tablets. There's no wobble like if you mounted this on an arm like that monitor is mounted on, and it's height adjustable, so I can actually draw while standing. I got this thing for maybe 166, maybe 170 on Amazon. I think it looks really, really good. It's really, really sturdy, but my only complaint is that the keyboard tray right here, you know, it can be a bit flimsy at times. I definitely want to splice in some footage of me showing you the standing position of this contraption because it's awesome to be able to draw while standing, especially with a tablet like this. So yeah, definitely recommend if you have a large tablet, especially one that has adjustable height like the 24 Pro does. So yeah, the Rocelco 32-inch height adjustable standing desk converter was well worth the money, and I use it all the time. Even in its sitting position, I like to use it because it elevates the tablet just enough for it to be comfortable for me. Because on the table, it was all right, but this elevates it so I can have the keyboard under here. If I can type things and I have my TourBox here, I can import shortcuts. It just makes the whole positioning of the desk really perfect for my personal needs. Can't really believe I forgot that, but anyway, back to the video. Up next, we have the BenQ PD2700U. This is a monitor made for designers and artists and, creative professionals of all kind working in the digital space. The review is right there in the card. Yeah, my finger's in focus now. If you want to watch that review, really great monitor. Again, no issues. This one is just one of my favorite pieces of tech because I'm kind of a techie as well as an artist. This thing is built so well. Like while screwing it in and mounting it to this to have this sort of floating monitor aesthetic, it actually kind of looks like a giant 3DS if you think about it. The screwdriver would slip and I would like scrape it against the back, and this thing has no scratches. Like this thing's built like a tank, and it's awesome. And up here is actually the BenQ ScreenBar Plus. I think this was the second item ever sent to me for review. Oh yeah, so it just lights this desk. It just lights all the, from above. It lights all the crevices and the nooks that can't be really lit by studio lighting, which we'll get to in a second. Now, as you guys have seen from the studio, like just if I take a step back, you guys see actually a lot of art gear and you see a lot of music gear. Some of you may not know this about me, but I do also love making music. Never released any music, but I really do love it, and I hope to release some for you guys in the future. So that comes to, let's see, should we do the microphone first, or should we do, yeah, let's do the microphone first, because this thing's really the star. This microphone is the AKG Perception 120, kind of a cool name, and that's my chair creaking, by the way. I don't think there's really much to say about the chair. This is the mic that I use for everything, music, YouTube, you name it. It replaced the Blue Yeti after my Blue Yeti started acting a little wonky. Sincerely, it's great. This I bought for about $70. It was on sale. Really great deal. I think this thing's built super tanky and it sounds really nice. This pop filter is from SE Electronics. It's metal, so that's the reason I got it. And it works great. It's very articulate. It's, you can kind of move it around. Yeah, easy to clean. And it works fine as far as I know. So I bought this cord from Lix. It's an XLR cable that goes into the audio interface. And I've been really excited to talk about this because those of you who are animators or just, who want to get into audio and get into voice acting need to know about an audio interface. But basically what this does is that it converts the signal from the microphone into a digital signal that your computer can understand. And it's the same thing that my Blue Yeti would do. But the Blue Yeti is a USB microphone, so it plugs right in, meaning that the microphone and the digital converter are all in one. When you got two separate machines to do one job, like this is a microphone, this is a interface and preamp, the quality is just much better. I bought this for maybe $140 US, really worth it. The software package with this thing is awesome. It came with its own digital audio workstation that I can use on the computer. It's called Studio One Artist. I really like it. If you want to know a free digital audio workstation, there's also one called Cakewalk, which I use as well, although I prefer Studio One. So the mic plugs in right here. This is, my usual mic port. It comes with two ports. These feature XLR and line input. So I can actually, if you come over here, I have an electric guitar here, which I've had for basically my whole life. And so it's pretty old, but I can plug that electric guitar into this audio interface. So when the mic's plugged in, you just turn on the phantom power and then you're ready to go. Super awesome. And we're just gonna go in no particular order to the TourBox Neo. This is the most recent item that I've reviewed on my channel, and this thing is just awesome. Like I literally use this every single day. If there was gonna be like a nomination of what is the best gadget in this entire studio, it would hands down be the TourBox. It's a hotkey remote that basically replaces a keyboard and you can use with a mouse or with a pen. It has these very tactile buttons and dials. Very satisfying to use and fun to set up, and it just makes work quicker, I gotta be honest. I wanna do another video with them. They're really cool. Down here is the CD87 by IKBC. Very basic keyboard. I wanted a keyboard that was just normal. I don't really care about backlighting, stuff like that. This one features Cherry MX Brown switches and PBT keycaps. Really, really nice. If you're into keyboards, you know what that means. If you're not, basically the keyboard finish doesn't wipe off over time, so the keys stay really nice to press. Really nice to type on when I'm doing scripts or just, you know, animating, whatever. This right here is the Alesis V25. It is my first MIDI piano. It's really nice. I keep it on this desk just for, you know, making beats, because this piano over here is more for when I want to play the melody of a song. But this one is just for, you know, plugging in chords when I'm right here at the desk. I don't have to reach so far, just for making beats. Really nice. The thing about this one is that the keys are kind of hard and springy, and the drum pads are really like tough. These are my main headphones that I use for everything. They are the Yamaha HPH MT5s studio monitor headphones. Yeah, so it's basically studio monitors are headphones that so the signal is flat, so it's not going to give you any bias when you're making, like, you know, professional audio recordings. So there's not going to be any more bass or any more treble. They're just going to give you a flat signal so you can mix and master your song that can be heard on multiple devices. Okay, time to get to some of the really cool stuff. So for this studio tour video, Neewer has sent me these studio lights to light things up. So for the first one we're going to go over is this one in the back right here. That one's just lighting up the whole desk setup. It really adds a nice vibe. And the cool thing about these lights is that along with being, like, you know, studio lights, they're also RGB. So right now I have it set to blue, and just turning these knobs back here, I can change the color. I can also change the saturation of the color. And so I can change these colors and make whatever light I want to hit them. I mean, these can easily be used for, you know, art reference if you're making a piece and you want genuine reference. So yeah, really, really cool. They can do all kinds of colors of light, but right now they're just being used to light Noble and Frugal in the shelf. And the camera doesn't do it justice. This light is very, very green. It's very green. They sent these over for this video. Appreciate that, Neewer. This pack comes with 2 lights, this one and that one over there. And it comes with soft boxes for both of them. The other soft box is actually being used on the art desk. So we'll go over that in a second. Overall, really great lights. They're really well built. They come with barn doors as well, so you can, like, you know, focus in the light to where you want it. My only con with these lights is that they're a bit greenish in tint. If I show you guys that light over there, that even looks more magenta on screen, so it could be that I just think the magenta one looks better, but I think these look a bit greenish, and you guys can't see it on camera. I'm not gonna try to, you know, prove it to you via video, because it just won't do it justice. I do film everything with my phone. It has RGB mode, and it has the color temperature mode, which basically goes up to 56,000K, and it's just a bit greenish for me. Yeah, on the back of the Neewer lights, they have an LCD panel that shows the settings. It's actually really cool. There's even more settings on these. Like, you can actually set them up to portray different scenes. Like, that's like a cop car scene. It's kind of like a disco party scene. Ambulance, probably, yeah. So they're really good for, like, you know, if you're a filmmaker, you can emulate those sort of lighting situations. All right, that's everything at the studio desk. Take one last look. I think it looks great. Let me know what you guys think too. Oh, we didn't do the computer. That can't just, you know, skip on the main powerhouse of the entire NobleFrugal Studio. This is my computer. The case is the Corsair Carbide 275, I think. Let me know. I'll lift it on screen. It's been a long time since I've built it. But yeah, this is a completely custom made build. As you guys have known, my computer did sort of die recently, so there's completely new parts in here. So what we got for parts is we have a Ryzen 1600 6-core processor in there. We have an RX 560 in there. Not the best graphics card, but as you can see with the whole graphics card situation, why I still have it. It definitely gets the work done for animation workflows though, so I'm very appreciative. The motherboard is an MSI Gaming Plus Performance X470, I believe. 16 gigabytes of RAM and an NVMe SSD and a hard drive. That's really all that the build has. If you want to see more of those parts, you can check them out in my Amazon store. Okay, moving on, we have the chair. The studio chair that will inevitably be replaced. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so this is just a regular chair I got from Staples. Not great after all these years, but it definitely gets the job done. As you can see, that I bought armrests for it that are completely and utterly defeated over the years. These used to be actually pretty soft. Now they're just, you know, destroyed. But yeah, it's a nice chair. It's all right. It gets the job done. I did replace actually the piston inside of it to make it, you know, go up higher. So that is that. that goes right there and finishes the desk. All right, next we have the mic stand. The mic stand is an onstage stand. Doesn't really work too well against this wall. As you can see, positioning it is a bit difficult when it's against this wall, so I'll probably get something else like a boom arm, but we'll see. This right here is the Oxygen 49 from M Audio. This is an awesome MIDI controller. The keypad is really, really nice. Drum pads are kind of hard to trigger. They're not as comfortable as I thought they were going to be. Otherwise, it's great. I have an acoustic guitar, I like to play all the time, and the electric guitar, which I play much less. I don't have an amp that I use a microphone with, I just use my computer. Really nice. This is sort of the guitar station. I have my picks laying right there. Underneath, I have the aux cord to connect to the audio interface. Pretty cool. And right here is a photo tent that Neewer sent me. The review is right there. And basically what this is that you open it up and you take photos with it. So there's a bunch of different backdrops in here. I'm gonna take them out so I can show you how I do this. Okay, so you turn it on, then light shines through from this top area, and it's very dusty because it has not been used in a while. You place your item in, like so, and you turn your ISO down. There you go, you have a complete background. So it's used for taking pictures. I use this for taking thumbnails as well, and it really works well. So Neewer sent this to me. You can watch the review if you like. This thing retails for maybe $112. Yeah, but really, really useful, and has, like I said earlier, all these different backdrops that you can use with it. So we have gray, white, and it also has beige, or like an orangish color. So pretty cool. The drawing desk. This is the original Neewer light that I bought all these years ago. Guys, the reason I like working with Neewer so much is because before I even contacted them looking for a collaboration, I really liked buying their stuff. Like this camera slider right here and that light right there, I actually bought with my own money. And I really like those products. So working with Neewer is really awesome because I genuinely like their products. Really great light. This is the light that I kind of bench my lights off of. I don't know if it's more magenta, but this one just seems more genuinely white to me. It retails for about $70. I really like this light. The other ones seem to look greenish compared to this one. Can't really see it on camera. Maybe I'll try to justify if I take a photo, but like sometimes you can see, but most times you really can't. But to me, with my own eyes, I see this one looks white. Those ones look a bit greenish, although the CRI on those ones is higher than this one. I don't know if you guys know more about lighting and like videography. Definitely leave a comment and help us out. Help me out, because I just don't know. This one looks more white to me. Read up on it, and it seems like it has to do with the binning of the individual LEDs. This right here is the PicassoTab from Simabans. Retails for maybe $250. This is the 4GB version of it, the recommended version. It's all right. I really don't use it too much, for drawing and animating, at least recently, because I've just been so busy with Castle Dark. But it's a nice tablet. And the drawing's all right. We have some drawings in my sketchbook I want to show you guys real quick. This is like a drawing of Pi, maybe from like 2019 or 2020. And this is the most recent, character sheet looking version of Pi that I've done. And you can kind of just, if you compare them, kind of see the difference, that the new one is just so much more streamlined. This is closer to what Pi would look like in Castle Dark Episode 2. So in this one, his head was really big. The overall design was kind of there, but just not refined yet. This is a much more refined version, I think. Anyway, we have the WIT Desk Lamp from the lamp wrap video. If you guys haven't seen the lamp wrap, you guys have to go see it. Video's right here. This was sent to me by BenQ, their lighting department. For that video, it was a blast to make, and the lamp's pretty good. But again, this is another one of those things that just kind of looks greenish to me. If I turn it, see if I turn it all the way. No, I'm gonna prove this right here. Hold on. Turn this light off. You can't even see it on camera, but this looks green. Like, it really does. It looks green to me. But I don't know. It seems like the more expensive lights that I have in my studio look greener for some reason. You can also run all of these Neewer lights off of batteries, if you didn't know. These are some Copic markers, alcohol markers that I got in my art haul video when I got myself some drawing supplies just for fun. And this is a brush pen. I got this from Jet Pens. I got these from an art store called Michael's. They work really well. I like to make sketches with them. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see sketches like this from time to time. I use these markers to do these. Really, really cool stuff. And this stuff is the stuff I'm so excited about. So this is a camera slider by Neewer. It's a ball slider, and it works awesome. I bought this on a deal, and personally, I really love this slider. But Neewer sent me this tripod for this video. They sent me the lights and the tripod. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Neewer. This thing is awesome. And the reason it's awesome is because it allows me to get shots like this. So there's actually a really big time discrepancy from when I actually said that and when I got here. So I had a drink of water, and as you can see, this isn't even the same sketchbook that was on the table. But yes, I want to make more content for you guys that has to do with drawing, and this view is legitimately just perfect. Let's go back to seeing what the tripod can do. This tripod is absolutely awesome. It has this joint right here where you can, I don't know if I can undo it with one hand, but basically I can rotate it like this, and it can go back in here. One of the legs screws off to be a monopod, so I can really just like hold it and use it as like a stabilizer for a camera. But like seriously guys, if you want to talk about well built, this thing is tanky. This thing retails for maybe like $130. It's so well built, guys, like really. Big thanks to Neewer for sending me that. It has multiple levels on it, so I can always tell when something is 90 degrees. That definitely helps. One here, and then also one right there to tell if the actual legs are level, and then also whether the head is level. Those help so much when it comes to filming these top-down shots. Can't wait to film more of these for you guys when I talk about, like, you know, drawing and stuff like that. And like seriously, this has really helped. So that about wraps it up for the studio tour, guys. If you are interested in learning about any of the items you saw here, you can view them all on my Amazon store. I've only listed the items that I approve of, so if it helps, everything on there has the okay from me. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this and maybe learned about some new gadgets that you could use in your setup too. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.